Hello and welcome to the new series I advertised many times on my channel before. In this series we're going to be taking one meme-ish idea or gimmick or whatever best of one deck we got, and we're going to be trying to get them to 1500s on Showdown ladder. Now these videos are going to be always an intro. I'm really proud of the intro I made. Then we're going to go over the team. We're going to be divided into two. It's going to be divided into two videos. One of like more consumer friendly, where I first analyze the team and then I just go ahead and just play a bunch of most entertaining replays. I play from the second video where I'm going to be getting like, this is going to be long lettering session to the 1500s. No cuts. I might take a break. That's cool. That's whatever the cut is going to be. All the battles that I will battle are going to be recorded, and we're going to get the 1500s in one long session. Now the lettering session is going to be quite different. We're first going to be discussing the team at the start of the video, and then the final result of what I think is the perfect kind of team is going to be discussed at the end of the video. So with that out of the way, what do we got here today? Well, we got Wobbuffet. Wobuffet was the first thing I tested for, it's not the first thing, but it was the first thing I tested in Series 8 as a meme that could potentially work in order to get to the 1500s. I tried it and I got the 1500s, so Wobuffet is probably as low as I can sink with the memes. Alright, wait a minute, is this... Alright, I actually registered a different name yesterday. I'm gonna change my name to Wobbuffet 1500s. I tried yesterday lettering at night yesterday, and it didn't really work too well because I was tired and it was not a very good idea. I was stuck in 1200s like forever. Anyways, the idea is really Wobuffet Shadow Tag is pretty overpowered ability. And the counter and mirror code are like late game cleanup tools when Wobuffet is going to be the last Pokemon on the field. But the main tools we're going to be using are Charm and Encore to annoy the Trick Room setters and annoy physical Pokemon like Groudon to incredible levels. Same applies for Kartana and other stuff like that. So yeah, that's the idea of Wobuffet. I'm going to be trying to go more special defensive since I want to take Max Kazir from Mystic Water Dynamax Kyogre. Next Pokemon is Zapdos. Alongside Wobuffet, they create quite a good counter combo for Sun. Basically, Max Rock full one-shots Charizard, Hurricane incredibly irritates Venusaur, and we got Safety Goggles, so we're immunized to the Sleep Powder, and rest of the moves are just like standard coverage moves Zapdos should have. Like Wobuffet charms the Groudon to Oblivion, and then Groudon won't be any trouble. Incineroar is just Incineroar. We want just some checks for Calyrex Shadow Rider. We're not gonna be using Wobbuffet against Calyrex Shadow Rider since that's just a suicide. Wobuffet is pretty much a punching bag. It gets like special attack boost from, so it's not a very good idea. So yeah, this is standard Incineroar. We value Intimidate a lot on this team. And for Wobuffet is just sometimes such a dead weight, we need to compensate with more meta game anti-meta or meta Pokemons. Now I chose Dialga as my main Dynamaxer and my main sweeper. I tried Calyrex, Ice Rider and Shadow Rider yesterday and it didn't work too well. And I think Dialga could work a bit better, especially like when it can just one-shot, like Incineroar with Max Quake. Donner just completely obliterates Kyogre. It really like its large coverage moves and immunity or like apathy of Intimidate really gives it makes the good combination alongside Wobuffet's Shadow Tag. And I might actually let me just let's put more speed into this thing so we outspeed some other Dialgas and stuff like that. Now Moltres Galar is my main check to the Calyrex Shadow Rider. Otherwise this team would get completely obliterated by it. But the Moltres Galar and Moltres just doesn't care. Its Snarls are also helpful in if opponent has a special attack, if Dynamaxer, and we can just Snarl it we are probably going to be winning. Like, for example, Dialga mirrors, Moltres can help with Snarl. So I think that's just good. Because Wobuffet, again, against opponent's Dialga is just a dead weight. It doesn't do anything. It can't Anchor it, it can't Charm it. Dialga is gonna ignore it, and like Charming... I mean, actually, Anchoring Grimmsnarl could be great, but like... I think Moltres is a bit more proactive in that position. We're gonna see if we're gonna change it to Spread. And Urshifu Rapid Strike was my last addition to the team. I'm not exactly sure if it's gonna be useful. So if there is ever going to be need to replace Urshifu with something else that can counteract something we have troubles against, Urshifu is just getting fired immediately. Other than that, this is pretty bread and butter set. There's just both stabs, Focus Sash to prevent getting one-shotted since Urshifu's special defense is just so low. Alright, let's just start laddering then. And we're gonna see how far we're gonna go today. Oh yeah. Actually, yesterday I was actually not feeling well either. I'm not gonna go too in details, but I just got kind of food poisoning from whatever combination of food I ate, so that wasn't helpful yesterday, in yesterday's laddering session either. Anyways, I might want to actually. Yeah, so you can like see every move I can actually make. Alright, so we see a lot of physical attackers. This is actually not that bad of a team. Especially, oh yeah, Dialga is pretty good here. Until opponent's Garchomp comes on the field, but we can charm Garchomp, so we don't really care. And we can switch to Incineroar as well to just kind of like do some magic. This is justified. Alright, so is this going to be first loss of today? I'm not sure. But what I'm actually sure is that we might just take the Max Knuckle. And then we can do something with the Dialga and probably KO Lucario back. Unless Lucario chooses to not to Dynamax. Oh, and then we would probably just get one-shotted. Fantastic. We're searching for another battle because I just can smell bad matchup out of that. Alright, Lucario Dynamax is perfect. Please Tailwind. Never mind. Oh, it just max Quakes. That's a loss. Nice. Yeah, Dialga is pretty bad matchup against Justified Lucario. For those unaware of whatever state of the metagame is in. No, that's just nonsense. No one uses Lucario. This is literally the first Lucario I faced over like more than 1,000 battles I got on Showdown. And I tend to remember these kind of stuff. This kind of stuff. Alright, Sun. I'm still going with Dialga here since I feel... Well, I feel... Yeah, this is good. This is good. Hopefully this is not Sugar Berry Incineroar, which I again feel is completely irrelevant in today's metagames thanks to just Galaric Shadow Rider having enough to go Incineroar through it. And a lot of people tend to forget about it and run Sugar Berry Incineroar in there, and then they are like, huh? Wait, he ignores that, and that's just like, oh. Alright, we just one-shot that. This is why I'm running Life Orb. Oh yeah, alright, Wobbuffet, goodbye, okay. Yeah, Wobuffet is doing so much so far. I mean, if we would outspeed that thing, it would probably get something done, but... Oh my goodness, Xerneas. Resurrection Xerneas. Do we get Snarl? Do we have Snarl? We do not have Snarl on Incineroar. We have Snarl on Moltres though. Yeah, this is pretty sorry counteraction for Xerneas, but... Whatever. Porygon 2, saying, eh? I believe we can just like Steel Spike here. Oh yeah, it max guards for some reason. I mean like, okay. I'm just gonna Burning Shot that and just go for another Steel Spike. And here, opponent did not choose to go with Xerneas, although it's like almost perfect counteraction for me. Well, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Here we got Steel Spike completely demolishing Porygon 2. Hey, Marowak, just, it's gonna be useless. Yeah, opponent knows it's gonna be useless now. I should register a count. Whatever my password is supposed to be. I actually like got a pretty good password for accounts like these. Alright. Password. Pretty obvious one, but no one will try to break into my account anyways, so I don't care. Oh wait, he fair. Oh, ooh, yes, of course. Ferryman yourself. Yeah, right. This is of course what I expected. Turn 1. Ferryman Tapu Koko into your. Oh, it's Sugarberry, but I just one-shot it through because Tapu Koko is like max speed and no bulk. Yeah, it's just. I feel that's kind of funny because opponent got like automatic win with the. Pretty much automatic win with Xenius plus Indeed Elite, but opponent just completely chose to ignore that option. And that could be a problem when I'm later in the day. Oh wow, that was lucky. Oh, does opponent have Dazzling Gleam? No, opponent just heal pulses for some reason. Wow, that does a lot of damage. And that's like Psychic Seed. No, that's like max speed, max special attack. It has to be. Interesting. Alright, Cataracte Shadow Rider. Alright, Wobuffet sit this one out. There is no point of you actually being in this game. Or can it be? No way. Like this guy, the Urshifu ignores the charms with its critical hits. This thing got Defiant, and other Pokemon are just special attackers, so no. Or can I Encore the Whimsicott or something? That would be pretty funny, actually. I might be just. Alright, I'm just gonna run Wobuffet. Yeah, this thing can still annoy me. But opponent chose to just attack the Dialga question mark. And we just KO it with Hurricane and Steel Spike combination. Perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna just go for Tanner. I want anyways because opponent is just so behind. I like this position. I like this position a lot. Alright, just don't do so. Ooh, taunt. Alright. And U-turn into Feeny. What's going on here? Right, well, at least Wobbuffet just took the hit right now, and opponent didn't go for anything else. Other than that, I'm just switching this Zapdos probably, because that thing is actually pretty fast, but it's... And if we get some speed boosts on it, we will be able to outspeed Feeny, like right now, for example, I think. Another Airstream, Thunderbolt, let's just... Yeah, we're actually outspeeding the Feeny. Oh yeah, because we are just so speedy with Moltres, we are max speed for some reason. But hey, it works so far. Hi Wobuffet, you didn't do much, but... Wobuffet will do a lot more later in the... ladder, from what I remember. Oh yeah. Alright, Throw Cream teams are like Wobuffet's natural habitat. We might want to start saving some replays. Not this one. Save some replays. Come on. I don't know if there are better. I know there are more. Oh yeah, this one was the first one. Where's the against the Marowak? Oh yeah, wait a minute. That Marowak just one-shotted it. So far Wobuffet didn't do much, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Redirection is just annoying. Genuinely annoying. Yeah, this is not going anywhere either. Unfortunately, I feel this late. If I would go minimum speed, it wouldn't matter since both of these Pokemon would like they would first underspeed me and then they would outspeed my uncle in the trick room. Kind of a shame in that case. That Wobuffet can't really do much. But it can lock them in, kind of, so... I mean, I'm gonna try to just encore this thing, but I just don't guarantee anything. Ooh, yeah, that's good damage, actually. Aquaff Berry. Like, this thing is just fainting next turn. Yeah. I wouldn't mind Pain Split itself, but I don't think that's gonna work out. Let me try to charm the... I mean, actually, I just want to encore those clubs. We're gonna KO Snorlax anyways. And with the increased defense, I don't think Max Quake is going to knock me out. Wobbuffet, you are really pushing yourself, aren't you? Wobuffet is... Well, I thought Wobuffet would do a lot more. Like, I even did it did do a lot more in my testing before, but now it looks like it's just not doing anything. Let's actually try the encore here. There is a lot of things to encore on this thing. So let me try doing that. Oh, it's Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. There's no way Surging Strikes doesn't knock out here. There's just no way. Oh, yeah, alright. I was a bit scared. That was a bit scary for a second. But wow, this Dusclops set just is weird. Like, why? No Nightshade or Pain Split. That is just plain off a bad set. Alright. Actually, both of these Pokemon being locked in is amazing. Do I wanna sacrifice Incineroar here? I think that would be pretty good, actually. We can just charm spam this Landorus, and this is exactly what Wobuffet should do. Encore and then charm. Hopefully this Grimmsnarl is not taunt, which it could be because the opponent's team is already has pretty awful matchup against Sleep Powder Venusaur. So let me just start searching for next battle. What's our rating? 1136. That's pretty good. That's already better than what we had before yesterday night. Yes, alright. Light screen, yeah. That's what I want to see. Encore, perfect. Although this Landorus is just becoming invincible, unfortunately. I don't think this guy goes, like this girl, I don't know, goes for a max air stream here. Yeah, it's just this. We're gonna charm that. And we're gonna systematically just demolish this Landorus. Lol. Yeah, look at this guy. Lol. GG. Yeah. Wow, this guy really doesn't like the idea of Wobuffet. I think Airstream should actually knock me out here, but Dialga Reverse Sweep is just very probable at this point. And it's still encored in this turn. That's pretty funny. Yeah, but the special defense rises are actually pretty annoying. I don't think this guy lost completely yet. Opponent definitely got some options. Like, for example, just U-turning an Incineroar here, and that's just, like, irritating as heck. Alright, 5 Pokemon. It would not be a gimmick and salt video, or, like, kind of that type of video, if there would not be 5 Pokemon team on opponent's part. Or, like, not full evolved, or just, like, completely out of the place team. Like, for example, opponent doesn't have restricted, of course, that's, like, very much epitome of just YouTubers lettering at anything goes and just getting, like, mostly never used on PU and untiered team. Anyways, like... Alright, let me see this first, like... Yeah, light screen does nothing. Opponent sword stances, and I think this thing could live that. But it does not. Okay, that's good news. That is good news. We charm the Grimmsnarl, which means it's not gonna cause as much trouble. I'm just gonna encore the Grimmsnarl again, in all honesty, but oh yeah, it actually has speed boost, so now it goes for this move a bit more easily. Oh, taunt! Oh yeah, taunt Incineroar. All right, this guy is. As I've said before, this game is far from over. Wait a minute, I got very few seconds to decide now. Let me actually do something like this, because I prepare for a Trick Room basically, and Dynamax sure off Celesteela this done. Not only is this special defensive dust gloves, but this is most likely a... Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Wow, that was a weird play, but like I could have just mirror coded that, but like, alright. That is just a normal play that happens very often. There's another Spirit Break. Should make Incineroar survive this, just barely. Yeah, I thought like 1 HP. Does he have Figgy Berry? No, that's like... What kind of item can that be, actually? Right, Grimmsnarl is like not going away. I'm actually going to go for like a parting shot. Alright, opponent just pull up the timer. Right, protect, opponent just fake tears as well. Oh yeah, oh dear. Yeah, this is bad. This is pretty bad. Yeah, but it's just not too hard to just like guess. We are just having like a short end of the stick here. Oh, why does opponent have a extremely slow Celesteela? Alright, that irritates me a bit. Right, this might be a loss actually, as a result because of that. Like opponent, oh yeah, opponent just paint splits the Wobuffet here. That might be a loss just because of that. Opponent just flash cannons that. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is just horrible. Yeah, I'll lose this actually. Because opponent just got so much more consistent time and just Wobuffet just... I mean, good idea to use it early game, but then it just kind of like... The game plan just kind of broke. I might have wanted to KO the Grimmsnarl a bit earlier. Yeah, but this opponent actually like... Oh yeah, nice. This game is actually getting a bit okay now, as long as we KO the Dust Clubs. Yeah, good. And Mirror Code. Oh yes, that feels good. That feels very good. Right, here though, we are just in a bit of a pickle. And this might be a weakness policy as well. No, the opponent just protects. Opponent just protects. Alright. Delga on Dynamaxes, but with the increased defense, we should be actually able to reverse sweep this. Opponent actually really fears the Wobuffet. That's funny. Let me see if we flinch. No, we just get a flash cannon off. And yeah, nice. And Urshifu cleans up now. Yeah, opponent should have paint splitted the Wobuffet and he would have won, but we're on low ladder, so people just throw the games on daily basis. Apparently. Yeah, I'm like really unsure as to like how opponent light screens. Opponent has faster Dialga as well. Oh, but we're doing a lot of damage. Yeah, next Flare Blitz should KO it, but I feel Grimmsnarl should clean this game up, unfortunately. Unless opponent just doesn't target Dialga this turn and predicts like a protect or something. But no, opponent correctly targets down the Dialga and wins the game. But this game was... I think this is just a replayable game, honestly. This is a very good game, showcasing what Wobuffet can do to be annoying. We are actually outspinning Grimmsnarl, but that thing just... Maybe opponent... Alright, it does not have Sucker Punch, it can have Sucker Punch. Can we actually kill the Grimmsnarl here? Yes, we can, and we win the game, actually. Wow. That is... Wow, GG. Yeah. Another really great game, actually. A pretty long one, but... we managed to pull this one out. Which I'm very happy about. The opponent said GG, I told him GG as well. Yeah, music is still playing, but... 100% sure I will just... hit the replay button. Alrighty, so... this is a weird variation of some, like, Torn Ogre. Like, I'm not exactly sure what opponent is trying to do here. Like, the Indeedee is supposed to be opponent's Trick Room counteraction. And it's not very good at that, like... it's just, like, very one-dimensional, in all honesty. It just can get kind of, like... wow, more safely played silent. Didn't work. Alright, let me just try to do it again then. Okay, so the replay is 100% saved, because that was amazing battle actually. And we actually won, so I feel that is only fitting the save. Yeah, the idea against Cortana, for example, is that we just lead Dialga, we tank the hit pretty well, and we can actually charm the Cortana to prevent it from just going for like additional sweep or annoying techniques. I think opponent just Dynamaxes the Garchomp in the bag now. Oh, fake tears into the Wobbuffet. That is funny. Yeah, Wobuffet again, just... Alright, Kygo just gets one-shotted, that is good. We're switching into instant roar now, since we really want to just punish whatever physical attack our opponent got in the back. Yep, Garchomp is the case, as I suspected it would be. Let me actually steal Spike, the Whimsicott here, since oh yeah, I definitely felt it was a bigger danger here. More dangerous Pokemon. And we're gonna switch to Urshifu here, and now because of the Focus is being broken on Whimsicott, we can go for Aqua Jet. And KO to Vermosa because, alright, opponent just forfeits. I think this is pretty good reply as well. I mean, it's just kind of funny to just see opponent be fearing Wobuffet so much it has to fake 3 plus water spout it. Opponent really respected it, but like, much easier thing to do for opponent was to just like, I feel, ignore it by Dynamaxing Kyogre or something. But in that case, if opponent set up Delmate, opponent knew that I would most likely Encore the Whimsicott and then it would just get messy. Alrighty, alright, Wobuffet can be good here, unless this is a Dark type Urshifu, then it's kinda sad, but... I mean, even in that case, we can probably just like wiggle ourselves out of that bad position. Urshifu and Incineroar are pretty good choices in the back. Since I feel like most likely opponent has the Dark Urshifu in the back, the Rillaboom in the back, or Incineroar in the back, and we can pretty much counteract all of these with Incineroar and Urshifu in the back. Alrighty, so what we want to do is Charm and Flash Cannon, or like Max Steel Spike. Opponent is going. This is pretty much coaching strategy, yeah. But we should be outspinning Necrozma. Fantastic, and this is not even a Focus Edge Riolu. It almost always should be, but sometimes you just can't really afford it. But as you're gonna see here, we're just gonna start charming that Necrozma out of existence. Yeah, Charm is really good. Like, no one expects Charm on Wobbuffet. When I first saw it, my friend used it. I was just like, wow, it gets Charm. Wow, that thing can be probably used in that case. I was just thinking to myself. Alright, let me just Steel Spike again. Wicked Blow. Wow, that just one shot? Is that Bandit? No, it's just Wicked Blow. I'm like, to understand this, why I'm like surprised. Well, basically, Wobuffet got, like, if you increase it to max defense, it's basically a Pokemon with 110 raw defense stat and 260 HP. And I would think, with large stats like these, it should take attack like Wicked Blow. I know it's like stab, super effective, 120 base power attack, but come on, the defenses are pretty high. Like, I remember Mega Kangaskhan, like... I mean, it got 120 defense and 180 HP, but if you use 142 attack close combat, it would not one-shot, and this is like much more defensive than that, and that's just interesting. That is just weird to me. Okay. Alright, we Aqua Jet that Urshifu out of Oblivion. That Necrozma could be problematic in the late game, just because, like... yeah, alright. It's alright though, because we can just blow through the defense boosts with both Darkest Lariat and Surging Strikes. But I think Wobuffet did alright job so far. This Regieleki, it cannot have Focus Sash, so that's a good news. That is at least some good news. Electroweb should not kill Dialga. Oh, that's a good mess. But Electro didn't KO Dialga, so I don't think this really mattered. And we would have guaranteed outspeeding Necrozma. At least we had very high chance of outspeeding Necrozma. Even if... wow, that's... like, I really just wanted to see my opponent actually knock out. I mean, like, look, we would just knock, like, we would not have Focus Sash, but we would still be taking Earthquake here, and we would still be just, like, yeah, we got Defense Boost, so even if Electro hit, I feel we would have taken the Earthquake here. But actually, part of these, well, I mean, let me see how much Earthquake does to Incineroar. I don't think it goes to Incineroar either. Oh, we will never know. Unfortunately, we will never know. I should have protected. But my instinct says we should be taking an Earthquake when Incineroar, especially since we got quite high defense investment. Alrighty. I'm still like thinking if I should not make the video like for more consumer use. I should be like making first the replay section and then the explanation of the team, because people are not gonna be sticking too long for the explanation. I think explanation should be like just justifying that this is not a complete swear word gimmick, you know? That's what I'm gonna say. But replays are like for more consumer use. A lot of people just like enjoy the gimmicks. I like the replays more so often than the explanation. No one really explains that. Ain't just the explanation, though. So I think I've got to put the replays first and then the explanation. That is probably a good idea. And we got Sun. Alright, we got Sun. I like that. I like to see that. Let's see if the counter strat actually works. If they got Stack Attacker. Stack Attacker? I've seen the criminally low amount of Stack Attackers in the metagame so far. Kind of weird. What's our rating though? You can actually say slash rank here, and you should all see this. Wow, 8 wins and 1 loss. That's actually a pretty good score. But still, the way up there is going to be a bit more difficult once we get hit like 1400s. Opponents will genuinely just create a resistance. But I don't mean like just run like physical ghost type Pokemon, no. But then I mean they will literally start playing correctly, and it's going to be a bit more irritating to get through this. Get through these battles. Alright, I'm like... what is this Moltres thinking it's going to do here? Like, I'm genuinely confused. And I'm genuinely scared as well. Like, this could be like Airstream in the parting shot. You say Airstream, David. I just heard myself say Airstream, so in that case I'm gonna maybe try mirror coding. But I think... ooh... that is a vile choice, turn 1, to go for that. That is a very good play, actually, but like... yeah. Pretty annoying, man. This is what I mean by actually exerting pressure and resistance. Stack attack. At least we can charm that to oblivion. Opponent might not expect charm either. And after we get single charm off, we can pretty much just say, yeah. Opponent is just going down. Too bad that this Moltres can actually exert a lot of pressure as well. Oh blimey, and this is weakness policy. Mamma mia. Alright, now this is... ooh, what? White happy sight, eh? Now this is what I call a bad spot to be in. At least we are just like... alright. Oh, Trick Room? Oh, Trick Room is fine. Okay, in that case, I think we actually have advantage. Because Dialga will be able to finish off the Moltres. And I'm underspeeding and charming like both Groudon and Incineroar. Alright. I'm just wondering if the music is still playing. Nice. As long as the rock slide doesn't go, oh boy. Now this is bad. Now this is bad. All right. Although it's still not horrible, we are quite behind at this point. And yeah, Groudon probably just finishes this game plan off with just like no resistance, like no effort whatsoever. Yeah, the game plan I made here is just kind of like was relying on the fact that I can just probably one-shot the max airstream turn on the Charizard, that is. But unfortunately, Moltres has high special bulk and it's not quadra weak to anything, and it's an reparting shot at turn 1 as well. Yeah, I'm actually forfeiting this one. GG now. Well, this is more like it. Look at this thing. What's going on here? I have no clue, but it's probably something illegal. Man, I don't want to lead with Wobuffet, since I feel we could just KO the Dusclops here and just like with like Dialga plus Moltres, and I think this is like the best thing we can do. You think like Wobuffet could do a lot of funny stuff against the stack attack and Trick Room, but I'm probably gonna have it like in the back as my backup check. Alright, so I have no clue what's gonna happen turn 1. All I know is that this Slowbro just might set up Trick Room, and I just... Yes, this Spike should finish off stack attack because like, it's Dialga, come on. Oh, was it a double Trick Room? Alright, I have no clue. But I think opponent is just kinda screwed right now. Like that, Lurantis is just not gonna exert enough offensive pressure against Dialga. And opponent doesn't have restricted Pokemon, alright. Well, that was kind of a waste of time. I mean, opponent can still just pull off some like kind of side flamethrower, kind of like tear off play, but I don't think that's too probable. Zapdos or Moltres here? I think Zapdos does a bit better job here. Opponent just left, alright, because I think there is just no way opponent is gonna win this. I'm just gonna pull up a timer. Because there is just, I don't think there is mathematical way opponent can win this. But unfortunate news here is the fact that we probably won't be able to... Well, actually, opponent might be fearing going for Max Knuckle here. Don't confuse. Alright, is that Life Orb or Choice Band? That's Life Orb, okay. Alright, we encored the Tornado, so there is at least not going to be any kind of like shenanigans around Delwent. Maybe we were gonna outspeed Zekrom, but I wouldn't count on that. We might survive this. Oh, we do survive this, nice, alright. And we just one-shot Zekrom. Yeah, I think this was an okay reply here. I think Wobuffet actually did some like good stuff here. Like, I'm not sure about putting Max Lightning the Dialga there, but whatever. We would have just started charm spamming it, and I'm not sure actually. That would be interesting. The late game actually would be rather interesting. We might have wanted to bring in Incineroar. Did I bring in Incineroar? I don't even remember. But yeah, I think this was a okay reply. Yeah, we're not getting too many corny replies now. Like, I just really want some replay where Wobuffet just completely charms the opponent out of oblivion. Oh, look at that. That's a very interesting team, actually. Crown Tundra represents, basically. A lot of physical attackers, though. Alright, Wobuffet likes that. Wobuffet likes that a lot. And Urshifu likes this position as well. And like Incineroar. Oh, double dragon. Alright, we got boosted special defense nature. And I really want to go for Max Quake here. Like, there's no Levitator in the back either. Although Regieleki is a bouncy boy, it does not levitate, so... Ooh, yes, that's Miracle will just one-shot back in that case. Nice, Regieleki gets one-shotted. Mirror coat should one-shot back as well. Nice, 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 nice. Perfect. Let me actually just like max Quake here. Because I just want to knock out a Slowking. It's actually weak to that. It's poison type. For those unaware. And this is a one-shot, and Wobuffet starts charm spamming this Calyrex out of oblivion. And let me just start doing the old razzle dazzle. Yeah, now Wobuffet was good in this battle. Like, I really like this. Yeah. Yeah, nothing. Charm on. Alrighty. Yeah. Now we basically won. Even if opponent has weakness policy, it's just so paltry right now. The attack is just lowered so much that weakness policy is not gonna save the Calyrex. Yeah, funnily enough, the Hail should do more than whatever it does from its attack and stat right now. We went for a counter, right? Yeah, nice damage. Oh, it's like Figgy Berry. Alright, I'm just switching out right now. I'm just gonna be skipping turns right now. It's just pretty much so over. But yeah, Wobuffet really shown its true power here. In some matchups it can be very irritating. Not too many of them, but Wobuffet can pull its weight sometimes. Oh, Zacian. Yeah, Zacian could be a lot of fun as well. I made a video about this yesterday, which should be... The Zacian video already went up today on YouTube. I'm recording this video on Monday, so... this video should be coming up on like Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. I'm gonna say this is the first time I'm gonna make this kind of like... serious, making video in this series, so... like YouTube series, so I think I gotta figure out a lot of stuff. So I feel comfortable in like how the video looks and how the video is paced and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna have Dialga in late game. This is genuinely a bad match, just like generally a bad matchup for the Lapras is genuinely to have a Wobbuffet. I mean like Dialga in late game, I mean. What am I talking about? Do you think opponent actually targets down a Wobbuffet here? I mean, like, is Landorus Dynamaxing? Like, I locked in the Landorus here, which is absolutely perfect, because it's one of the few Pokemon that actually annoy Dialga. Actually, I want this for this guy to come back. Yeah, opponent left, but I really want to see how opponent will handle the Wobbuffet right now. Opponent will most likely have to actually Dynamax, in my opinion, to try to actually survive. And just survive the onslaught of Dialga in late game. Like, or else opponent loses Landorus, and then it's just like, tough game, very tough game. Lapras might be the Light Clay variant, which I don't really like, because it most of the time carries Perish Song, and it means it doesn't have Max Lightning. Alright, Landorus is going down, Dialga has pretty much free reign over this thing right now. Yeah, Charming the Lapras would not go anywhere, unfortunately. Yeah, that is most likely Light Clay, like, or weakness policy, and I really don't want to daunt the weakness policy. Taunt or don't, really, I just don't like it. Do you think about a Behemoth's Blades to Wobuffet? I don't think so. There is no way. I think about like close combats with Shifu or something. But in that case, we're charming the Zacian. Oh, wow. Alright, what? Well, that is Sword Stance, but I don't care. Nice, because we got the charm. We got the charm, man. Yeah, Dialga is already just like shaping up to be absolute fantastic Pokemon in the back. It looks like the Zacian does not even have a... Oh wow, that would have been amazing in Mirror Coat, but... I thought this time, like, most Zacians should just have a close combat, but this one doesn't really look like it has one. Alright, I'm just going to go for Max Quake here, which makes my Wobuffet probably survive the Hydro Pump. If I want to Behemoth Blades, I don't think Wobuffet goes down because of its high, like, it's -1 attack. Wobuffet's defense is okay, so... Alright, opponent just goes for small stance, which is completely irrelevant in this spot. Excuse me. Like, I should be taking that. Oh no, don't miss the hydro pump. Oh, never mind. I don't think I really care. Exactly not sure how should we approach this Tyranitar right now. I think I'm just gonna like leave Wobbuffet just like say it, like sing its swan song. And this should not one-shot as I suspected, but we're +1 defense, so I actually don't care about a weakness plus on T-Tar. Unless opponent freezes. Oh, it's that? Oh, I faced this guy before! This is a fully special Tyranitar. And this is a Ice Sponge Urshifu water type. I remember this guy from yesterday. Wow, this guy actually really angered me last time. I'm actually going to Encore the Lapras in the freeze dry if it really wants to do continue doing that. Yeah, because in that case we can just kind of like switch to Incineroar now and just win the game slow and steadily and surely. Yeah. Freeze dry is just not gonna do much. Lapras is just not very offensive Pokemon. So yeah, this was a pretty good replay, I'd say, from Wobuffet as well. Because it really locked in the Landorus there, and that was just great. Right, let me restore that. I faced some Zygarde players yesterday, and I'm not sure if this guy... I faced this guy yesterday. Let me actually do slash rank, because I believe... Oh, 200... Well, only 1279, that is kind of like a bit weak. Anyways, that Zapdos always... Like, the find Pokemon are generally annoying for me. Funnily enough, my only loss today was the Justified Lucario. That's sometimes how matchup roulette works, no? Justified Lucario just has a positive matchup against us. And like negative matchup against like everything else. Even speed types with Kyogre. With Mystic Water. So it cannot even remove that correctly. And it one-shots back because Lucario's special defense is just bad. Very bad. Alright, let me just try to do about the same game plan I did before. If opponent got Water type, Whirl Beam... No, Incineroar. Weird. Yeah, I used to have Calyrex Ice Router against this, and that was like unwinnable matchup for opponent, but... Right, let me see if the... Oh, that is very fast Feeny with light screen. But that also means I'm just gonna do it KO to Feeny. Alright, does it have Protect? Support Feeny should not have Protect in my opinion, but... It's up to my opponent, whatever opponent chooses is the right choice. I'm actually gonna start searching for next battle since this one looks pretty one-sided. It's dual screens Feeny. Wow. Turbo dual screens Feeny. Coil doesn't go anywhere, especially with defense boost, so I'm just accumulating here. Only thing opponent can do is the crit with Zygarde, which has happened to me multiple times at a tournament setting. I believe I missed a full stipend to Australia because Marcus Stadler critted my Zygarde with his Zygarde. That was amazing. It was also amazing to see how we got like our we got our fans next to each other. So Marcus got his girlfriend, and I got my mother next to mine. I looked like I just felt like an idiot. You know, that just sounds funny. One man brought his girlfriend, another one just brought his mother. No, that was hilarious. Let's be honest with ourselves. Oh no, it's Stone Zapdos. Oh no. But wow, that Dialga really hits like a truck. Although it might be a bit too late, don't you think? Oh wait a minute, this thing gets a... Oh, I don't think I really care. I just want to use Urshifu as my late game cleanup. And Zygarde should be the main Dynamaxer for opponent. Like, let's see if opponent just like close combats. No, opponent protects. And opponent continues coiling up. And I really want Incineroar to be in the game. So hopefully opponent doesn't taunt or something. Alright, we got a Ho-Oh here. And these are more serious teams as you're seeing here. But Charm Wobuffet is going to completely obliterate the Ho-Oh, so... I think I'm feeling pretty confident about this game. Yeah. Dynamax Zapdos, that's interesting. Oh, we do not want that to happen to Wobuffet, no? Although opponent's just coiling up even more, so I don't think this is that catastrophic. Yeah, it's pretty much a regular attack stat now. Good thing that it Dynamax, because now opponent cannot Dynamax with any of its other Pokemon. How much do you think Draco Meteor does to Zygarde here? That would be interesting thing to ask ourselves. Wow, that did nothing. That is sad, actually. Oh, we crit through. I don't think it mattered though. With Urshifu Water type in the back, this just didn't matter. Upload and share replay, because this game has been pretty slick with Wobuffet as well. Oh, we got 3 seconds. Max Quake. No! 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 Oh wait, this might have just one shot, but wow. That was such a wasted opportunity. This matchup is actually pretty good. No! Maybe counterable. Actually, I think I could counter in the first slot. Oh, that is such a shame though. Because that was my main Dynamaxer and I'm really unsure as to what to use otherwise. I mean, Incineroar could reverse sweep this, but... Actually, I think, like, Whoa should not target down the Wobuffet. Yeah, perfect. Right, so we charm this thing down. Wow, that would have been just so easy to go for, like, Max Quake turn 1. And, like, charm it, and then, like... Oh, that is just such a shame. It is such a shame. I'm going to go for most likely Protect here. Like, I don't think Raichu can do much to disrupt this position. Yeah, opponent might just... Oh, Wobbuffet. Why Wobbuffet? That is a weird plan. Anyway, I'm actually probably switching Incineroar out like this way, because I feel Raichu just Volt switches out right here. And like... I just want to break the focus on Raichu first and like... Oh wow. Please go for Volt Switch there, because that would... Yeah, nice, because otherwise that would give option for opponent to just... it's Porygon 2, now that is interesting late game in this case then. Now that... Things just got interesting. I don't believe this Ho-Oh can actually beat my... First off, I'm gonna Encore this Porygon 2 in whatever it's trying to do. Hopefully it's just like Ice Beam, like kind of weird coverage Porygon 2, or like Eerie Impulse and Ice Beam, or something like that. Because I just believe I not double 2KO this Porygon 2 with... Oh, that is actually extremely irritating. Why does it have Earth Power? Come on. That's defense. Alright, that's a loss in this case. Oh, that was actually a special Max Quake coming from Ho-Oh. But it's still just such a shame, because I feel like just kind of could have gotten my opponent cornered there. With a Wobuffet and a bunch of other Pokemon. Although that Earth Power is definitely annoying. Let me see my rank. I think I should be like... Oh, 1300s. Alright, we're talking about some games here now. I think I'm going for Urshifu here again. Yeah, because I really want to catch this Landorus of God immediately. I'm gonna charm that, and we're going to go for Surging Strikes into the Landorus, which should just KO through the Reflect. Fantastic. And we're charming the Grimmsnarl as well. So yeah, again, the Urshifu lead plus Shadow Tag is just amazing. Because how it fantastically, like, makes for Dialga cleanup. Dialga on opponent's side is just like wants to know your location, unfortunately. Maybe I should have anchored. Oh yeah, I should have definitely anchored the Grimmsnarl here. But I can anchor him right now. Ah, that's a bit of a shame because that thing is going for a Spirit Break this turn. What? What is it going for? Oh, it's a Iron Ball Grimmsnarl. That's why Wobuffet outsped it before it could have went for a Spirit Break. And because it did not use priority move that turn, well, basically, if you get anchored into a support move as a prankster, you move like a normal priority bracket or like speed bracket, you would use the non-priority move in. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's just, trust me, it works like that. Lugia plus Raichu, that's actually not a very good matchup, I believe. Wobuffet, can you fix that? Oh, that's another Justified! No! I don't want to see another Justified team. Why do you do this to me, life? Actually, in this case, I can actually, like... Moltres plus Incineroar is the best choice we got here. We just cannot go with Wobbuffet here, unfortunately. That is just... Wobbuffet is incredible setup baiting on this team. I mean, it would not be horrible against Raichu or Lugia, but... it would be absolutely horrible against Justified... just a Justified combo of Whimsicott plus Cobalion. That would be horrible. What do you do here? Like, set up special attack boost. That's just weird already. You know what's sad? I actually exactly know what opponent goes for here, and I don't think I can do much about it. This is self-volt switch. Actually, that would be pretty bad play, lol. But I think self-volt switch plus max quake is just awful for me. I'm gonna go for a switch to a Reshifu here. Oh, missed them again. Did that. Another Calm Eye die. Interesting. I'm gonna be actually able to go for Snarl spam next turn. With my Moltres because I'm assault vested. So. Oh, nice. Of course, go ahead and waste your turns on Dynamaxing. I actually don't really mind. And yeah, go ahead and just set up Trick Room. Come on, I know what you want to do it. How about that? Actually, Snarl should not finish off that, but like, very least annoying the Lugia. Usage Wobuffet. Oh, it's another Moltres Galar son. This time with Gastrodon. Alright, let's see what opponent does. Alright, that's better. That's much better late than we did last time against this thing. I think I'm gonna Encore Gastrodon into whatever it's gonna try to do. Oh, it is actually weakness plus. Wait a minute. I gotta move. Snarl. Yeah, I don't think Lugia is like a good matchup for this necessarily. Like it's just like it rolls out a lot of stuff. Fiery Breath. Unfortunately, it's frozen solid now. And I could have mirror coated that Moltres, but like you can't. Funnily enough, I could go for Thunder here. Maybe just KO it thanks to all these boosts. Oh wow, that Cobalion is weak. Wow, we can actually one-shot the Lugia. Lol. Nice. Yeah. And yeah, I think Earth Power on its own should KO Cobalion here. I'm gonna switch to the second battle after it. Yeah. Alright, it's Assault Vested, so it didn't KO. Oh, I actually cannot hit the Moltres with Mirror Coat because it's Dark type. Yeah, that's just... Yeah, this is a loss, unfortunately, thanks to the freeze. So kind of a shame. Yeah, I just was too behind at that point. And Max Lightning would not go on Moltres, Max Lightning will also proc the weakness policy, and Moltres would go on reverse sweep, yada yada yada. Wow, this guy's just like Cataracts Shadow Rider, but he got like gazillion Moltres Galler checks. But I got a Salt Vest and a bunch of Intimidate on Wobuffet, so whatever happens, happens, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going with double physical attack relate. Yeah, so this guy was just like looking at Moltres and saying like, yeah, this has to lead. And I led with it, so opponent got a good choice, like good guess. I'm pretty sure opponent does not go for something like a Dynamax of Darmanitan though. We should be able to just get Darmanitan this turn. Is this guy Life Orb? Alright, this is not Life Orbed. This is like a Salt Vested Sunrise. Alright, we actually even get Darmanitan. I kind of expected that, but I wasn't sure on it. I was not 100% positive on it. Right, but next Max Airstream we can actually not only KO Sunrise, I feel, yeah, but we can also Parting Shot Annihilate go faster than it can go for Meteor Beam, and we're gonna switch to Shift Rapid Strikes. Just KO it next turn, and we just win the game. Nice. Yeah, I think just not going for Wobuffet there. Like Wobuffet would have been actually quite good against the double physical attack relate, but unfortunately the Cataracts Shadow Rider was a very huge threat I had to address very early in the game. So are we gonna address the fact that we still got completely bad matchup against Xerneas? Xerneas is pretty bad in this metagame, but it's just still like, sometimes it just kinda like jumps out of hole and completely destroys you. It's like, oh, you didn't expect me? Well, I did not, because you're bad, but whatever. Yeah, like you can't even encore it with Wobbuffet, which is kind of a shame, but whatever. My opponent is like smart, although... Right, I'm just literally counting on my opponent, not actually going with Xerneas lead. And then we can probably just do something about this. What's our rank? I think we're just like stuck in 1300s for it. Oh, actually, we're on the rise, so... Yeah, unfortunately, like our last two games that were won didn't use Wobuffet. Yeah, Moltres is like perfect counter-action to Wobuffet. It is actually immunized to Mirror Coat thanks to its Dark typing. I tend to forget about this. Yeah, but then it's taking a bit long time to decide here, so I'm gonna try to pressure it with... timer. But yeah, opponent is just kind of confused. You should be confused when you see a team like this. So. I like this. I very much like this. As long as we win the speed tie against the Charizard, we're just going to one-shot it. And I really like that. There's a dog barking outside, so... I'm interested if... Like, I'm waiting for opponent to decide, like, my favorite speed tie. Oh, I mean, Pokemon Showdown to decide my favorite speed ties, so... That is awful, actually. That's actually not as awful. Bit of a shame, though. We can actually encore it, because opponent already chose the Dynamax Charizard. Come on, when the speed ties at this, I know you can do it. Come on. Go for it. Make us proud. Zapdos. The opponent is really like thinking right now, like, oh boy. That's max Rockfall's Abyss. Unfortunately, we did not win the speed tie. All we can do is just, like, if we actually won the speed tie, that was a win most likely, but unfortunately, luck didn't smile upon us this time. We actually take the gimmick slot for as well, but yeah, that's a bit of a shame. I think the strategy is like kind of like not very reliable, but most of the Charizards are not paired with Ninetales. They do not have Xenius as an ally. They have Groudon as an ally, which is charmable, and they have Safety Goggles to win the Sunburst and not the Life Orb. So, it's kind of a shame, you know. That opponent chose all of this combination of Pokemon to actually beat me. Oh, Metagross. Oh boy, what do we do against Metagross actually? That thing is just like, actually, let me just go for Wobbuffet or Shifu here, and most likely will just work. All the rest in the bag is just kind of fine as well. Let me start searching for a new battle. Yeah, I might be just, probably if I'm gonna lose like more of these battles, or like I'm gonna get like 50-50 win rate, I might just be cutting it here, like coming back later today, just with like fresh, after coming out for fresh air. It's beautiful outside actually. There's a lot of snow outside, and like you can just screw around with that. So yeah, this is just like opportunity to refresh my mind and then come back stronger than ever. I'm gonna see, like, I probably want to just win 2 battles in a row, and then I'm probably calling it cutting the video, and immediately, for you it's gonna be like, immediately I'm back, but for me it's gonna be quite some while. So do you think Wobuffet can do something in this battle? I mean, I got like powerful arguments for opponent not to bring Calyrex here, so interesting. So Palkia is the opponent's choice here. I think I'm still uncording the Grimmsnarl to whatever it's trying to do. If the opponent goes for Max Geyser, maybe Surging Strikes even finishes off Grimmsnarl. Or if it does not, we can just go for Aqua Jet next turn to finish it off guaranteed. So yeah, Palkia is faster than the Grimmsnarl. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, what? Well, first off, this Grimmsnarl is fast, very fast. Like what? Like, I'm actually outspinning the Palkia as well with Urshifu, which should never be happening. Alright, that means we're bringing in Dialga now, and here we... Alright, I'm leading with Moltres and having like these two, like Urshifu and I... Nice. We actually cannot lock in the Calyrex here, that's just how mechanics work. Because ghost types are just plain off immunite to this, the lock-in effect, but... we can actually mirror code it. I'm actually going for Max Airstream first, because that will allow me to outspeed Calyrex Shadow Rider next turn. And we're going to be able to chip away the Incineroar as well, so... It's in Surging Strike's range if opponent chooses to go for that. Now that is a bit unfortunate though, this turn. But I'm going for Airstream plus that next turn. Alright, so we're sitting Incineroar right here. Which is another questionable choice by my opponent. Like, that's just... I know it's double upping the Urshifu here, but Fake Out plus I... Max Geyser or something, but... Wow, this guy is just like... plain of weird. Like, the sets are weird. Like, really, Surging Strike should not do that much to I... Is that a Snarl substitute Calyrex? But yeah, Surging Strikes did so much to the Grimmsnarl to the point I'm just like, what? What's going on here? You're switching that Calyrex to Incineroar, aren't you? But yeah, I can risk oh, it's still a steal. Alright, I was okay playing that case. So I spurred up. This guy just... Okay. I was like... This guy just absolutely had to do double up D. Double up D. Yeah, this... Oh, wow, this is Assault Busted, so... Yeah, this is 100% just Assault Busted and Snarl, yeah. Yeah, I think I've...
Like, looking at this guy now, like Mid-blast, yeah. Oh, that special attack drop stinks a lot though, because that was like there was a guaranteed KO on any of these Pokemon with Thunder, as long as they wouldn't all Dynamax, and unfortunately I can no longer do that. Wow, wait a minute, look at that special defense. Alright, we just get that. Leech Seed? Yeah, interesting. Alright, opponent can't Dynamax anymore, and like, we got our friend Surging Strikes or Shift in the back, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, ooh, look at this guy actually trying to just win this. Like, I mean, this is jolly max speed actually. And looking at the damage, this might be Choice Bandit as well. Oh, wait a minute, no. You got... No way, like, no way. Oh, it's Choice Scarf, alright. So there was no way. And Surging Strikes just finishes it off. Alright, so let's see how this game will fare now. Yeah, unfortunately, again, I feel we just got kind of scuffed with a special attack drop here. Because, like, again, Earth Power would have been probably able to guarantee the KO, but again, we're just kind of screwed up right now. Alright, that flinch definitely helps, I'd say. I'm not switching the Smoltres out. I cannot. I don't think I can afford to do that. Because that means, like, if we go Incineroar here and we just, like, let opponent Cataracts switch in, that's like well, basically next turn opponent goes for Astral Barrage, gets double special attack boost, and I lose the game, so... This should be a knockout now, though. I definitely think this should be a knockout range. Yes, perfect. I'm switching this Dial Guard right now. Do we have Sucker Punch on this Moltres, actually? I think we do. And this thing should not have a... This thing should not have a... White Guard anymore, like, that would be pretty weird. Oh yeah, we outspeed and it's Cold Burberry? Excuse me, what? It should just... Oh wow, that actually doesn't one-shot. Oh yeah, because it's not Life Orb, I'm just like... Not used to this kind of calculation. Yeah, I'm still just sticking with Dialga in the back. That's just my flagship Pokemon to finish this game off with. Other than that, we're just... I think we're just going to go for double KO. Do it KO with Fire Breath now. Max Darkness. So what are you doing with the Celesteela here? Yeah, it finally got a special... Oh yeah, it's Flash Cannon as I thought it could be. -1 special attack though. I think it should not kill Urshifu with Air Slash, but I might expect them like no Max Guard. That's also pretty weird actually. Right. Alright, seeing the Flash Cannon, that like, although like, why wouldn't it use the Air Slash before though? Definitely Aqua Jet just finishes off Calyrex here, that's just not even debatable, but... Oh, actually, if it doesn't knock out, that's a loss. Yeah, but it does, yeah, it's like Calyrex is just not a perfect Pokemon by any means. Yeah, Thunder is a bit inaccurate though, which this is why I'm a little bit scared. But opponent cannot really protect against Urshifu. So yeah, like, just protecting would be just a waste of a ton. And Regulator actually finishes it off. Alright, that's perfect. We actually won 2 games in a row right now, so with that, I'm probably just freezing the replay here, and you should be seeing immediately me continuing. But other than that, I'm gonna be right back. Let me just show you the rating though, at least. 59 was before the 2 ones, actually, so... Last stretch should be within reach. And we're back to the second part of the ladder session.
As I've said before, we won like 2 battles last time, and I don't think they counted in yet, so let's see if we just got... Only one of them counted. Maybe I lost on my way there. But I know 2 of them counted and 1 lost from before counted in. That would be awkward, but... Or like only one of these wins counted in at first, and then the second one did. Anyways, hopefully this is gonna be... Like, we're just so close, right? So like... 1500s is within reach, and we're just very close to that. That is a awkward team. That's plus Cephalon plus... Oh, wait a minute. No, that's better, isn't it? Mind Blown plus a Steam Engine still gives Colossal the plus 4. Well, no, plus 6 speed. Although... It's a bit more dangerous as well, since the Mind Blown actually just destroys the focus actual Urshifu as well. I do not... The Mind Blown also just chip style got into the one-shot range from like Max Flare as well. Oh boy, this is actually genuinely threatening. I think I'm gonna play this gimmick at one point as well. Oh yeah, we can mirror code the Mind Blown, but wow, this is actually a pretty annoying team, let's just say. That's going to be a pickle to deal with. Wow, and there's like Session in the back as well. Do I even want to bring Wobuffet against this? Well, not really, but... it's not gonna do much there, unfortunately. This combo is just... too irritating to deal with, let's just say. This is actually pretty annoying. I might just lose this on the late, unfortunately. Especially if this is like Max Quake Colossal. Oh, actually, it does not get a weakness plus a boost. That is good. That is actually pretty good. It might... Wow! That almost KO'd. That is funny. Like, it needs to use like Life Orb to do damage here. And opponent actually chooses to target down the Urshifu instead. Oh, now I wish I actually picked the... Actually, it doesn't matter. The Wobuffet would not matter in this late game. It would probably win against whatever is in the back though, but... Yeah, let me just like... No, this is just a win, I believe. Yeah, and like... Let me just like double up these Amingus. No, actually, let me just double up this Ization. That is just the major threat. Amingus just can't win against anything. Right here we got the Regigigas, and actually Regigigas has not a very I used to use Trick Room plus Wobbuffet against the Regigigas, and it was actually pretty efficient at whatever it did. Unfortunately, it looks like it looks like it's just like kind of a bait for Taunt plus Max Quake turn 1 in this case. Is it even worth a shot? I don't think it deserves just have a shot at that. Wobuffet could be a kind of late game though. Alright, I would just like just Steel Spike the care, the substitute Flutterblade scare, the realization, and Lingus won this game. Unfortunately, this won't be replayable since Wobuffet did not appear in this game. This is actually a very interesting position to be in. Like this opponent, like, what does opponent do here? Does opponent prioritize the Urshifu, or I believe going for something like this is the most correct play? Just get a Weezing, basically. Got a critical hit definitely helps. Yeah, because I think Urshifu gets doubled up here, right? Yeah. That was actually a good play, because I definitely believe this was a Focus Sash Weezing. And we just completely broke that game plan with Aqua Just, and Regigigas gets slow starts, and that's a loss. Again, no Wobuffet here, unfortunately. Trust me, the Wobuffet had some amazing games in a Trick Remote against this archetype. It just had absolutely amazing games. Look at that, this is actually a very Wobuffetable team. Yeah, that's what I call fun. Not sure what you have in the back though. Moltres doesn't do Zapdos actually hits a lot of things. Unfortunately, it does not doesn't have hidden power ice for Dragonite anymore, but I think it will do. I think we'll just be able to just play through this anyways. It's actually interesting to see Lapras and Grimmsnarl on one team. I'm like actually very much unsure as to what opponent is trying to achieve here. Alrighty, so my guess is that this Regieleki just volt switches to Dragonite. Like, this guy cannot just volt switch into Zacian here against a Dialga that has like 86% usage of Max Quake. That would be foolish just to say. Oh, it's just like lagging tail. Like, actually this is okay. Like, we're just going to be anchoring it into the trick. Yeah. That is okay to me. That is just okay to me. Like, I'm really unsure as to what is in the back. Alright, no, I should have predicted that this Grimmsnarl is probably not gonna be dual screens, and it should be like Spirit Break, Sucker Punch, Trick, Thunder Wave, or whatever to regulate the speed, and then like Taunt or whatever to just support the team even further. Max Quake plus Charm, it just sounds so funny. Alright, we just lived the hit, that's the most important part. And we charmed the Zacian. Nice. Excellent. Did opponent Dynamax yet? The opponent did not, but they can charm this Dragonite out of the game as well, so... Unfortunately, the Dragonite could just pull off some kind of like conspiracy theory in late game. Oh, I should not have probably KO'd the... Yeah, that was a bad idea to KO the Grimmsnarl. That thing was a sitting duck. Kind of a shame, because like... I mean, still we would have Lagging Tail against Dragonite, but like that Grimmsnarl would be literally nothing. Absolutely useless Pokemon. Alright, that's... Oh, that's like... Alright, in that case, this has to be a... This has to be a... What do you say? A inner focus Dragonite in this case. Yeah. I believe they should try to double up the Zapdos, but that thing is pretty resilient. Like, it was the best play. Don't crit me, please. That would be pretty cheap. Oh, nice. Alright, that's actually pretty dangerous, actually. Be in this spot. Guarding the Dragonite even further. And now we go for counter. Because that just has to be a... That has to be a... Actually, Dragonite just does absolutely nothing against the Urshifu in the back here. Don't crit. Perfect. Counter. Nice. Oh, we got Life Orb on the Wobuffet, so we won't be able to counteract much more. But I'm gonna be anchoring whatever this Dragonite does. Ooh, Dual Wing Beat is actually pretty horrifying. Dragonite's actually pretty bulky. Luckily it doesn't have like... Weird. Something weird. I'm gonna protect myself. Charm again. Yeah, if I put it on unfortunately crit... Oh, he could have been for a crit though. Like, let's be honest. Dual Wing Beat would not KO Urshifu ever. Unfortunately, like, really, the aggro berry was missing from this late game plan. And Dual Wing Beat is actually much more annoying than you think, because with counter, you only counter the last hit of Dual Wing Beat, which is just pathetic damage. You would not be able to just counteract this efficiently enough, but yeah, kind of a shame. Actually, it showcased Wobuffet like crazy, and crazy good light, so... Yeah, let me just save that replay. I'm gonna do slash rank next. In the next battle. Oh, no. I don't want to see Xerneas. Oh, that's a shame. Because that's most likely a loss in this case. Rank. I think I got a little bit more than that. Yeah, Xerneas on such a consistent team is just pain to deal with. We got little to no flexibility against it, actually. Alright, actually, Landorus... Man, seriously? You're just gonna... I got Encore on that Wobbuffet. Don't you... Why didn't opponent just go for Geomancy and then Dynamax Xerneas? That would be just so free. Because I cannot Encore the Xerneas in a Dynamax form. Oh, this guy... That was very questionable play. That was very questionable play. I mean, Mirror Code. Since I... Oh wow, that crit definitely helps. I don't think this Landorus actually KOs me. Yeah, and Mirror Code should definitely go into Xerneas. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so it's actually suddenly the game became much more winnable. Yeah, Moltres is annoying, but like with Landorus just being at such a low attack stat, Dialga having like such a high special defense. Like, in my opinion, that is just such an obvious Max Quake plus Fiery Wrath to the point, like... I'm like thinking of what should I just do to kind of oppose to just try to do something about to prevent this play and just play it most correctly. Or opponent just set up a... Oh wow, that is actually very good. Max Quake and Wobuffet for some reason. Doesn't make any sense, but like, whatever. Oh, Sucker Punch just looks so free for the Moltres. I'm going for Fiery Wrath anyways, since it's just more safer. Oh yeah, opponent definitely wants to reconsider the Landorus' position in this game. Oh yeah, that's going to do so much. Yeah, because we're just life for it and special attack of Dialga is just so high. Yeah. Well, if I did something here as well, especially the Mirror Code was actually extremely important in doing something about this. Interesting team. Oh, I definitely want to go Wobuffet plus Urshifu here, since I feel I can just lock in something that opponent doesn't want to lose early game. Zapdos looks like the most logical choice for me in the back. Slash rank 1447. That's nice. Yeah, it added 2 ones now, so 50 points away from actually hitting the best club in the world. Alright, so now I'm really curious. I might just talk this somewhere else, but I'm really curious as if Urshifu actually one-shots the Wobuffet or not. Or if it's like a normal roll or I just got unlucky earlier on. Yeah, I got very unlucky. Previously the chance to one-shot Wobuffet was 12%. So yeah, but I just kinda got lucky. Yeah, yeah, I just survived this. Alright. Bridging strikes and counter. Oh no! I was planning to just... Yeah, I'm just Aqua Jetting this in this case and just charming the anti. So it's gonna be a sitting duck. Aqua Jet, perfect. And Sacred Fire. Oh, Wobuffet lives with 1 HP. Nice. Good job, Wobuffet. It's pulling definitely it's just useful in this game so far. Now I'm really unsure if this is choice scarf or not, but I can actually just test that. If Kyogre outspeeds anti, well, I guess I'll never know. Oh, it's Calm Mind Kyogre. I should have known. Sorry. That's not a standard set at all. To those who are watching right now, that is like Gen 3 standard set, I'd say. Last time I saw that, it was just like Generation 3. I'm actually Dynamaxing Zapdos here, since I feel it's a bit more useful. Did this guy Dynamax yet? Oh, he didn't, right? Kinda confusing to me why Kyogre didn't Dynamax here, because that was like... It was just like premium position to Dynamax this turn. But Wobuffet definitely did something here. Yeah, I like this. This guy was actually named Let's Go Articuno, and he or she used a Articuno Galar form. Although Let's Go games do not have gallery in the forums, they actually got the Alolan forms, but that makes sense since Let's Go should technically be a Gen 7 game. Like when you think about it, it's like they got Magus and Alolan forms being tradable. It's like Gen 7 game with some updates, like to teleport. Teleport actually switches you out with -6 priority. This was not the case in Gen 7, but it is the case in Gen 8 right now. So I don't know, it's just some kind of like weird hybrid between Gen 7 and Gen 8. Oh, this is like a... Alright, let me just stop rambling about this. That is Spectre with Bulldoze, Will-O-Wisp, Snarl, maybe Taunt, maybe Shadow Ball, plus I weakness boss is Solgaleo. This is actually a pretty bad matchup. I do not believe Wobuffet can actually take this Steel Spike. I'm a lot of things, but I'm just not. I'm not even dreaming of that being the case. Unfortunately, it's one of the few Pokemon we cannot charm, like Metagross. Oh, so this is going to be actually a pretty difficult position to get out of. Let me try to cheese this though. We're not going to be using Wobbuffet. That was been an amazing lead for Wobuffet. Everyone just like leads into like Wobbuffet, just like invites him there. And like, then I just focus on the rest of the team. Oh, that's... this is actually even worse, because this is a... Right, so opponent's plan is to just like destabilize me as much as possible right here. So Eerie Impulse, Charms, maybe Volt Switch. Set up dual screens, and then late game they just set up with Spectre and Solgaleo, and that Solgaleo with dual screens is just indestructible. So yeah, not sure what I can do about this, other than maybe prematurely setting some Steel Spikes up. Yeah, Fire the Brat is actually still quite dangerous. Opponent doesn't know I'm not weakness policy, but probably if opponent had to guess, they would think that Dialga is weakness policy. Yeah, that was actually a pretty risky play. I was looking at this. Wow, that was actually a pretty risky play. Actually, I don't believe I can risk getting Dialga nozzled, so I'm actually doing evasive maneuver into the Zapdos. Oh, Berserk, thank you. Yeah. Oh, that's Citrus Berry, right? You. I mean, I got Sucker Punch on Moltres, so... you know, we two are not too different. We're just both running some weird moves or items. I actually believe this matchup is so bad, I just want to... Oh wow, that Sucker Punch did actually a lot of damage. Alright, Heatwave should finish off the Raichu here, perfect. Sprint Breaks goes into the Zapdos, and I actually paralyzed the Grimmsnarl. That is actually very lucky. Wobuffet is actually... Aegislash is completely immune. Actually, no. Murder Coat can actually hit Aegislash. I was just... What is... I still remember something was completely immune to Aegislash. But I can't remember what that was. It was something like Neck and Nettle. I remember Neck and Nettle was completely walled by Sonic as well. Oh yeah, of course Zacian is the case, but like... I think it was a bit more obvious choice. Wow, that Sucker Punch really hits hard! And I put him in for Sucker Punch as well to finish off the Zapdos, but I got lucky again! Wow, I'm just really just like... well, I got a bad matchup, but I don't think I'm gonna necessarily deserve something like this. Yeah, the opponent will most likely go for a self-Sucker Punch here. That is only reasonable, though. That is a pretty good play as well. I mean, actually, that will chunk the Solgaleo pretty hard, from what I'm seeing right here. I mean, it got attack drop, but there's no Reflect. Actually, I have to just choose Pokemon for this fight. I'm gonna go with Wobuffet. No. No. We are... Oh, that would have been good with Dialga, but... The idea was basically to just... try to... Yeah, this is actually not a very good spot to be in, but... It was the idea to just lock in the Landorus and just Searching Strikes it, and then Dialga with Reverse Sweep. Wow, we are just... too lucky this game. Too lucky. Yeah, this is just like... At this point I would say this is just kinda sad, in all honesty. Yeah, this is just sad. Yeah, I think this guy just goes for Electro Web here, plus I... No! Actually, did I go for Mirror Coat? I would... Oh, wow, that's actually lucky in this case again. Oh, wow. I thought when I would go for double up in the Urshifu, but this just worked out anyways. Yeah, this is awful actually. I still think I'll lose this game though, in all honesty, because that's so Galopus. Unless I get another full pair. Or opponent doesn't go for Sucker Punch anymore. Oh wait, it might not have been Sucker Punch, it was probably just Reflect. Also, this Solgaleo is slower for some reason, which is awkward. Alright, I want to be careful around this Solgaleo, because that thing can... If it gets the boost, I might be a bit screwed. Yeah, alright, I think I just win this at this point. I might try Charming this, or like... Yeah, I might try Charming this, but this is like... Electro plus Rock Slide. Yep, that's Electro plus Rock Slide, you can't see it down here, but... Yep. Alright, let me see this battle actually, because this game is not over yet, by any means. Actually, it kinda is, but like... Earthquake, if... Actually, it should not go with Earthquake, it's like... These Solgaleos tend to be very bulky, and not like very invested in the attack, it's like max bulk basically. I might have wanted to wait one more turn before Flare Blitzing, but whatever. Here we are just in such a commanding spot, we can just pretty much screw around at this point. Yeah, Regieleki protects, that doesn't matter. If I got Weakness Plus, this would be even more funnier late game, since opponent would not be able to afford to go for the Steel Spike at all. Yeah, this game was a bit dumb though, let's be honest with ourselves. That Electro Web miss was actually pretty game deciding, because I believe, yeah, actually it might have been a roll with Max Dragon, but like, you see it did 19% here. If I did 19%, another 85% would have just been able to knock it out. But we won. I guess the Showdown just wanted us to win, but the last two games were just a bit finicky. Actually, I believe we should have enough for actually. No. Seeing that we are 79, we need one more battle. Let me just continue watching the music and. Alright, the Gatekeeper itself is a weird variant of a Tornogre. Alright, did we? Yeah, actually, I think we definitely have a good matchup against this. This was literally what we were prepared for when building this team. I like how Tornadus and Thundurus are synced. Cool to see. Yeah, the basic idea is that we are just going to do the charm Urshifus and Kartanas, and rest of the team should be handled by Dialga. Let's see if opponent actually figures out in this. But yeah, Tornadus is definitely not a correct lead, in my opinion. We're not Dynamaxing anything else in the late game, so we're just going for a straight up Dynamax, try to KO the Kaiga turn 1. Let me actually do rank one more time. Actually, we'll show off for this game. Alright, so Water Spout probably KOs Wobuffet here, and fortunately, that is just the case, but Kyger gets knocked out as a result as well, so it's just gonna... Oh wait, we are 1500s already. We're 1500s! Yay! Alright, so regardless if we win or lose this game, we actually got to 1500s. And I think it's just enough of an evidence, so I'm actually just gonna just screenshot this. Perfect. Alright, so this is good enough of evidence for me as a content creator. Unfortunately, I feel we might be just still losing this game. Unfortunately, this game might be lost at this point. I'm unsure what's the fuck is Sash user, but it's always gonna be, I feel, just wrong. Yeah, we're just gonna get short end of the stick regardless of the situation. Opponent correctly analyzed that opponent should go for a Hurricane turn 1 into Wobuffet. Like, opponent is thinking if... Alright, so that is a bit risky, I'd say. Alright, this is why it is risky, because look at this damage. Unless this is Choice Band and Urshifu, which in that case would have just easily one-shotted the Dialga, but it's not, so... It is Focus Sash Urshifu. And opponent actually didn't even go for the Tailwind here. And the last Pokemon is Landorus. Alright. In that case, we just need to win a speed time with Sucker Punch here. And I think we should be... I mean, Zapdos has pretty bad matchup against the Landorus in late game, but... This is like Airstream, honestly. We need to win a speed time, that's all we need. Come on, Urshifu, I count on you. Hopefully this, I mean... Opponent might be able to go for just Earthquake here, you know? That would be pretty actually horrifying, now think about it. So... I think we are a bit cornered right here, but I think actually switching the Zapdos is the most correct play. Since it waits additional turn for Earthquake Landorus to do. And the opponent goes for Speed Time anyways. Unfortunately, opponent wins the Speed Time, but that the game is pretty much over. GG, but yeah, this is a loss, unfortunately. Kind of a bitter ending to this series, but we got the 1500s at one point, as you're seeing here. So I think the mission is kind of accomplished. 25 wins and 5 losses, wow, that's just pretty good. We didn't use, out of the 7 wins, I would say we didn't use Wobuffet in 7 of these ones, but the rest of them are pretty much Wobuffet. Pure high octane Wobuffet action. So I'm gonna make sure that the last game was saved with Wobuffet, because that game was pretty amazing. Yeah. With that, the evidence of the video, the full weathering session is complete. Hopefully you enjoyed. Actually, we did it under 2 hours. That is ridiculous for something like Wobuffet. Yesterday when I was leathering at night, yeah, that was just much worse. I could not get out of 1100s, but suddenly the Dialga and Urshifu really put a lot of work onto this team and synergized well with Wobuffet. What was the Wobuffet doing? Actually, at the end of the video, I should be explaining what is my team and why should I use it. So, explanation now. Alright, so the Wobuffet team is not too complicated. It pretty much... Wobuffet is just made to do 2 things. Charm and... actually 3 things. Shadow tag the opponent in, and then charm the physical attackers and encore the supporters, like Grimmsnarl setting up light screen, It actually underspeeds Porygon 2 and Trick Room, so it can actually anchor it into Trick Room. And it's actually pretty bulky with Wobbuffet, so it actually probably can take on 2 Pokemon in late game with Counter and Mirror Code combination. Maybe yes, maybe not, but it's a win condition. It definitely wins 1v1, like guaranteed with Counter and Mirror Code, so that's kind of cool. And some of these battles I actually used Counter or Mirror Code middle of the game, and it still worked out, so yeah, for example, Urshifu counted on Wicked Blow KOing the Wobuffet, but Wobuffet is so bulky it actually takes the Wicked Blow, and I can actually just counter back. Unfortunately, the Urshifu got Focus Sash, but I was able to finish it off with Rapid Strike Urshifu's Aqua Jet. Rapid Strike's Urshifu has it has multiple goals, but one of the most important plans is to actually lock in Landorus on Elite, thanks to Shadow Tag from Wobuffet, Searching Strikes KO the Landorus, or force a Dynamax out of Landorus, and seriously hurt it, but if opponent just chooses to not to Dynamax it, we can KO the Landorus and Dialga has complete free reign over the late game. It also has close combat for some annoying steel targets, which Dialga doesn't really take care of that well, like Cortana for example. Dialga is full on coverage machine. Again, with this amount of coverage and Wobuffet Shadow Tag, it can lock in a lot of different threats, and you're able to one-shot them on late as well. So for example, Incineroar gets one-shotted by the Max Quake with Life Orb, so that's great. Xenius is actually very annoying for this team, but it's generally alright. But Flashcan and Dracometer are incredibly powerful moves, coming from base 150 special attack, and Dialga is apathic to Intimidate, so it's great. And these stabs are incredibly powerful, and they just chunk the opponents like crazy. And Downer is mostly for the Kyogre to just one-shot it on late with Max Lightning. And the Flash Cannon is basically Downer is also for Finny. Yeah, I've faced some Finnies through the late game. Actually, I'm just kind of tired, that's why I just kind of froze for a second there with my mind. I actually lettered for 2 hours with Wobuffet. Everyone else would go crazy. So yeah, Assault West on Moltres Galar and Snarl Sucker Punch. This Moltres Galar was supposed to be my perfect counteraction to Calyrex Shadow Rider, which otherwise has great matchup, Helping Hand, Max Mindstorm from Indeedee and Psychic Terrain. From Calyrex Shadow Rider with Indeedee from Psychic Terrain. One-shot Zapdos, Max Quake one-shots Incineroar. Dialga just can't do much back because of the special defense boost and gets Twit KO'd. Same applies for Urshifu, it's not even Dark type. And Wobuffet just gets one-shotted by Astral Barrage, so Moltres Galar was supposed to be my perfect counteraction to it, and it did that perfectly, at least in one battle. I battled on ladder today. So yeah, it worked out perfectly. Snarl, Fire the Breath, Sucker Punch, it's like a filler. You can run U-turn on Ancient Power, but why? All the other moves just do enough, so Sucker Punch is filler option for some late game shenanigans. Other than that, I wanted to run Max Speed, so I outspeed stuff in Tailwind, after I get +2 speed. Or I outspeed Calyrex Shadow Rider after a single max Airstream, thanks to max speed of Calyrex Shadow Rider being 222. And we just go well over that with this, so we get 231 speed. So yeah, that's the idea of Moltres. Incineroar is pretty much glue to the team. It allows for better sun counteraction. It allows for it's just, you need consistent Pokemon. It also helps with Solgaleo a bit better than anything else on this team can do. And it's just generalist. The EV spread allows it to take Max Quick from Venusaur. It outspeeds a lot of other Incineroars thanks to the speed investment, and it takes Station's physical attacks a bit easier with a lot of defense investment. And other than that, the moveset is pretty standard for whatever Incineroar is. Now, I do not believe we recorded a single game we actually counteracted Sun in. I actually lettered with Wobuffet before and I actually recorded the game. I might look for Wobuffet replay for my past lettering sessions, because it's really a shame that we could not see the Zapdos countermeasure against Sun actually shine. The idea is that you actually are immune to Sleep Powder from Venusaur, you go for max Airstreams and just do it, KO it. Thunderbolt and Heatwave are great coverage moves, and Max Rockfall just one-shots Charizard. And if you think Radon is a problem for Zapdos next to these Sun Sweepers, it is not, because we just charm it down with Wobuffet. and it's going to become useless. It cannot even match with sports stances either, since charm gets -2 from +2, it's like +0 again. It's kind of funny. So yeah, Dialga is also my major anti-rain measure. So that's my anti-rain measure. This is my anti-sun measure, anti-Calyrex measure, and this is my anti-Landorus measure on every team. Landorus is surprisingly popular because how well it can, like, it is pretty good counteraction to Sun and to Dialga as well. So a lot of people just look into it, and we can just lock it in and immediately remove it. And a lot of people might not just have experience with just like being locked in with Landorus against Urshifu water type and having opponent having Dialga in the back, because otherwise they would just probably switch out into something like Rillaboom, but they cannot. So yeah, that's the summary of the team. Aguav Berry actually just restores a lot of HP on Wobuffet. Yeah, that's the why we do that. So yeah, yeah, that's basically Wobuffet and its friends. So hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll catch you next time with next gimmick or meme or best of one deck. Hell I know. We're gonna see. See ya.